Have you ever loved someone so deeply that you forgot how to love yourself? Gave your time, your energy, your heart, only to wake up one day and realize they stopped valuing you? They don't see you anymore. Your voice feels like background noise. The things you once did to make them smile, they don't even notice now. And worst of all, you start to question your own worth. What did I do wrong? Why am I not enough anymore? Is love supposed to feel like this? These questions haunt your quiet moments, and the silence becomes louder than ever. But here's what psychology says. When someone stops valuing you, it's not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of their own emotional limits. And what you do next will shape the rest of your healing journey. Stay with me, because what comes next might just change the way you see love forever. What should you do when someone stops valuing you? Sometimes we love with our whole heart. We show up fully. We care deeply. We stay, even when we're hurting inside. We invest time, energy, and emotion into someone we believe in. But what happens when the person you love stops seeing your worth? When their attention fades, their kindness becomes scarce, and you feel invisible. They stop listening. They forget the efforts you make. Your presence feels like a shadow in their world. And naturally, you begin to wonder, did I do something wrong? Am I no longer enough? Here's the hard truth, it's not always about you. Sometimes, the people around us aren't capable of valuing love in the way we give it. Their inability to see your worth says more about their own struggles than it does about your value. From a psychological perspective, what's really happening here? Mental health experts tell us that when someone stops valuing you, it often reflects their emotional confusion, insecurity, or unresolved personal issues, not your worth as a person. It can be linked to attachment styles, fear of intimacy, or emotional unavailability. Their withdrawal isn't a reflection of your value but a mirror of their inner state. Still, feeling ignored or unappreciated hurts deeply. It can chip away at your self-esteem and leave you feeling lost. So, what can you do to protect your heart and begin to heal? 1. Reclaim your worth. Your value isn't dependent on external validation. Psychology teaches that self-worth is an internal state, something you cultivate from within. You don't need someone else's approval to prove you matter. When you accept that you are enough, just as you are, it becomes easier to resist shrinking yourself to fit someone else's limited vision of you. 2. Respect your silence. You don't always have to fight to be seen or heard. Sometimes, silence is powerful. If your quiet presence doesn't touch them, no amount of words will. Psychologists suggest that recognizing when to let go of the need for approval is an act of emotional intelligence. It's protecting your energy and boundaries. Let this truth set you free. 3. Walk away. Gently. True love never asks you to beg for it. If you find yourself constantly trying to prove your worth, it's a sign you're in the wrong story. Leaving a relationship where you're undervalued isn't a failure. It's a courageous act of self-respect. Psychology shows that detaching from toxic relationships promotes healing and creates space for healthier connections. 4. Healing takes time. Heartbreak doesn't heal overnight. Your emotions might feel heavy, nights may be long, but healing is a process, one breath at a time, one day at a time. Be patient with yourself. Therapy, mindfulness, and self-care are proven ways to rebuild emotional strength. 5. Find peace within. Spend time with yourself. Engage in activities that nurture your soul, journaling, meditation, prayer, or long walks in nature. Reconnect with your inner self, the part that never needed anyone else to feel whole. Psychologists emphasize that building a strong relationship with yourself is key to emotional resilience. And finally, just because someone stopped valuing you, doesn't mean you are not valuable. Sometimes, losing someone is the first step toward finding yourself again. Remember, you are not a second choice. You are not replaceable. You deserve a love that never makes you question your worth. If someone forgets your value, let them go. Hold on to yourself. Because your heart was never meant to beg for love, it was made to be cherished. And the right person will never let you feel less than enough. This isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of your healing. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs this reminder. Comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay close to Heal and Hold, where every story touches the soul.